Hello, beautiful people. Thanks for coming to the channel. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. You know that there's a video of Meghan Markle where she's fishing with her daughter when she was a kid, and she's throwing, this bait, hoping to catch something. That's what Meghan Markle has been doing her entire life. And now we're going to discuss her new job. Yeah, let's get into this video. Before we talk about Meghan Markle's new job, I just have to mention Doria and Mr. Markle. Because a lot of people have been trashing, and I have criticized Mr. Markle in the past for enabling. But at the time, when you're a father and you love your children, like he clearly loves all his children, you do your best for them. I mean, I don't know about you, but if you can afford the best schools, you will do that. You work to give your child things you want to give your children the world. For me, it's education, which Mr. Markle clearly was giving her the best education he could. I know a lot of people have compared Catherine's, that she was upper middle class in the United Kingdom compared to Meghan in the United States. Actually, Meghan went to really expensive schools. She really did, guys. Pretty much comparable to Catherine's schools as well. Mr. Markle was doing really well. He's an Emmy, three-time Emmy Award nominee. He was won 3 Emmy Awards. He's been nominated like 18 times. He was doing pretty well. He was mingling with Hollywood stars. He was doing pretty well. They had a very nice, cozy childhood. Meghan Markle went to the best schools. And it's funny how Meghan Markle is baiting people, because that's what she does. She's baiting people. She used her father as bait to get jobs. That go get this for me. Just like when she was fishing, she throws things to see what catches what and what she can catch, who she can catch. She throws all these things, like fishing. She is fishing all the time, throwing things out here to see what will bite. Oh, Dior. Oh, very close to closing in with Dior. 18 million pounds with Spotify. It was never the case, 18 million pounds. It was possibly that could lead to 18 million pounds depending on the revenue. It's a whole formula. Clearly, we know how that ended. Meghan Markle, all her life, was a D-list. She fought very hard and forced Harry to a position to announce her as a girlfriend, because when Camilla Domini broke this story in October 31st, very appropriate actually, nobody really paid attention. Oh, Harry's dating another D-list celebrity. And nobody thought he'd go the distance, because it had nothing to do with race, although I think Harry's pretty much a racist, but had nothing to do with race. It had to do with the fact that she was not his type. We all have a type, His types have always been blonde. He loves blonde women. So nobody thought anything, because she's in Toronto, Canada. She's not his type. She's older, but he wasn't, nothing remarkable about her. And because that didn't work out, Meghan pushed and pushed and pushed and lied her way to saying that she was being followed, chased, threatened to that idiot. She played into all his paranoias. She knew that. Whereas Chelsea and Cressida didn't. Meghan, because Cressida was actually saying, "What? Nobody's following us. Chill the fuck out," basically. He was the paranoid one. Meghan, no. Meghan went nuts on that. She really went to town, exploiting all his paranoia, all his fears. Oh, you're right. Your brother, whatever jealousy Harry had of Prince William, she exacerbated. Okay? So I always say that for Harry to be like this right now, there must have been a seed already there for it to come to fruition as a huge, nasty tree. Okay? So yeah, you know how Meghan fish, but for Meghan, instead of fishing and getting a beautiful fish and catch and release, no. She fishes like, have you seen Wednesday, right, on Netflix? When Wednesday's little brother, Pugsy or whatever, they put their father in jail for accusing them of murder or something, and they go sit. There's a scene where they go sit, and they go fishing, and they throw grenades, and explodes. Everything explodes, gets destroyed, and all these fish come out all dead. That's how Meghan Markle fishes. That's how she fishes. She throws grenades and destroys everything and everybody around. And she doesn't care as long as she gets the corpses that she needs and wants. But the problem is, dead corpses can't help you. Dead corpses can't help anybody. So now we have then the Netflix down. Oprah didn't want her for the Me You Can't See. No. Now it's interesting that Meghan is using Harry as well. She's used people all her life as bait to see what she catches with those people. Okay, but it's interesting that Oprah is using Meghan as bait to get Harry to do what they want to do. So Meghan is the bait that all these people are using to get him to do stuff. While Meghan is using Harry as bait because she is like, if you have Harry, you have to have me. You know, WME officially hasn't signed Meghan Markle on yet. They haven't really fully signed. And the only thing that they could get Meghan Markle and Harry, Meghan Markle, because they don't represent Harry, is on being mocked and on the Family Guy. Because there's a TikToker I follow, Cynthia Wilson. She said that, and this is very true. You make it on Family Guy for two reasons. You either the goat at something, or you are a buffoon, an idiot, to be made fun of. So, and then Cynthia goes and says, maybe he's the goat at being a buffoon, at being an idiot, because it is a mockery. They do portray them as lazy fucking grifters, you know. Don't people come say, oh, don't swear. Go clutch your pearls anywhere else, you know. So yeah, it is something that people are wondering. Then we had that Netflix thing flop. The Bench flopped. She used Trevor as bait to get whatever she wanted. It didn't work. But what Meghan Markle doesn't understand, that the reason, no matter, you can have the best bait in the world. She had the best bait in the world, which is Harry. And she still can't get anything to work because she thinks she's more than she is. She thinks she's talented. And worst of that, she thinks that she's more talented than everybody else. And she has to tell everybody else how to do their job. She punches above her station. Way, 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 way above her station. She's an idiot. She's not smart. And she has no talent. What a wasted education Mr. Markle gave this woman. Now, if we want to see a pure example, a clear example of wasted education, we have Meghan Markle. We have Meghan Markle, a woman who should have never been allowed anywhere, any proper school. Because she does not, the Little Red Riding Hood school doesn't come out looking good. The what was the heart something? The Immaculate Heart does not come looking well either. Northwestern University, So she's used Trevor. She's hoed her way through Soho House. Still couldn't get anything done. Yeah, she's hoed her way through Soho House, and she still couldn't get anything done. She married Trevor. She dumped him. And then, guys, people have wondered why she went to the United Kingdom to look for a husband. Because wealthy A-listers look for young chicks. Look at DiCaprio. DiCaprio barely ever dates above 25 years of age. Look at De Niro. Look at Al Pacino. All these incredibly wealthy A-listers only date younger women. Meghan Markle was already over 35. Average looking, not talented, too full of herself, too nasty. People can see right past her, and she doesn't understand that. And the only reason why she doesn't understand that is because she has not been made accountable to understand that by anybody. Okay? I was doing my live right now with my members, and I was saying that if we were in feudal times, when there was an absolute monarchy, remember when the kings or whatever used to send people to be beheaded or hung? we would have a list of people, dead people, by Meghan Markle. You know that when Piers Morgan was fired, had we been living in feudal times, way back then, Piers Morgan would have been beheaded or hung. Catherine probably would have been murdered or some sort of things, because these things used to happen. Let's not forget Henry VIII, Henry VII, I think it was, or the one who used to behead the wives. They would have been accused of treason. So treason was used to be hung for treason in the United Kingdom up until I think the 20s or something like that. I'm not sure. Please correct me for that, because I know they used to hang people for treason or kill them. I don't know if they shot them or hung them or whatever, but they used to kill them for treason. Meghan Markle would have a list of dead people so long, we would need like a whole filing room of this woman getting even with everybody. So she couldn't succeed at archetypes. She didn't have people there that she lent her platform. As I said, I would have had really engaging people. Would have been funny. If I had a chance to go on Spotify, I can guarantee you that I would have a lot of fun people there. And if there was any freedom of speech, of course, which comedy is illegal now. But yeah, so her archetypes died. She couldn't trademark archetypes, which is a public word, like it's not an invented word. Netflix didn't want her. Pearl was canceled. The Netflix show, they only got 89,500 hours of viewing in the first week. And Wednesday, which was released without any fanfare and as much heavy advertisement, got over 256 hours on the release and went to get even more. Harry and Meghan's Netflix documentary didn't even get past the 200 total. So I don't understand how that was the most viewed documentary. So we've got that. And then we got her. Now then she goes Dior. Well, that didn't work out. We got Bill Simmons calling them lazy fucking grifters. She fired Sunshine Sachs. She hasn't been able to secure a movie. And what she says, the Duchess doesn't, it's never Meghan, it's the Duchess. So I'm not going to call her the Duchess here. Meghan doesn't want to act again. Now she wants to direct. Now it's Suits. They're going to relaunch Suits because, again, falsely claimed by Netflix that there was a revival of Suits because of the interest on Meghan Markle and that thing that idiot Patrick Adams put out about the pictures of Meghan not filming. This is them. And it looks like it's just the two of them, her lying on that couch, telling him, come and F me. That's what it looks like. So, but it's not true. So there are rumors that, there's going to be a sequel to Suits and that Meghan Markle wants to produce because she's above acting now. I mean, Grace Kelly wanted to act, but her husband said no. Remember that the Princess Grace Kelly wanted to act? There was a movie that they wanted her involved, but her husband said no. Because now she was a princess and, it wouldn't look good. And even though they wanted, and Grace Kelly, unlike Meghan Markle, was an Oscar winner. She was a class A actress. She was an A-lister. She knew how to act. And most of all, she had class. That is something you can't buy. But she wanted to act. She never felt it was beneath her. So Meghan Markle has not been able to secure any movie roles. They had this house at the lake, or what? No, that's with Keanu Reeves, whom I love. Something at the lake, which is gonna flop. They haven't been able to secure the thing. She couldn't even make it go with Elton John's partner, or David Furnish, or whatever. We got the Dior thing. We got the Cartier thing, which didn't take off the ground. And now, Audible. Now, I want to dispel something because it's been going on everywhere. That Lauren Sanchez was telling Jeff Bezos to hire Meghan Markle for Audible. That is a blatant lie. Lauren Sanchez is a Latina who can see a predator a mile away. Meghan Markle is slightly younger than Lauren Sanchez. She sees Meghan as a complete, ambitious, ruthless predator who, if she blinks for 1 second nose will be all over Jeff Bezos, who's a billionaire and can give her the life that Harry could never give her, that she thought would get. And actually, probably would have been able to do it. Probably they would have been able to be billionaires had they gone about it in the right way. So I want to dispel that Lauren Sanchez, a Latina, is going to allow a predator like Meghan Markle anywhere around her husband. She has never urged Jeff Bezos. And the reason why Audible is not going to go ahead with Meghan Markle has not to do with Jeff Bezos rejecting Meghan Markle. It has to do with Lauren Sanchez blocking her ass. Because Lauren Sanchez is a very keen business woman. And she knows shit. She can spot shit a mile away. You know, Lauren Sanchez is a very keen, smart woman. And she's not about to dirty her brand with the likes of Meghan Markle, no matter how many royal titles. You know, Meghan wraps around her shit interior. You can wrap shit in the nicest box, put it with little bows and ties. But when you unpack it, it's shit and it stinks. And you want to flush it down the toilet, which is where Meghan Markle is. So now Meghan Markle, her new job apparently is to be searching for stars because she wants to create a reality show, but not about her, but about people who follow her, about her followers, about the censorship online, about her struggles of the press, on why the press, why social media is so toxic. This is from, and you know why she's doing this? Because she's pissed. Her @Meghan handle on Instagram has not gone over 128,000 subscribers. In spite of that, it's been there forever, and people have known this, and she's been putting it out there by everybody. She's been followed by other D-listers. Because she had hope that just by putting @Meghan, she would get like the 8 million that, you know, they got when it was Sussex Royal. Or when Johnny Depp or, you know, real celebrities that are interesting put out. And because that hasn't happened, now she is aiming at, doing a documentary. Because now all these lies are called documentaries. This documentary about women or social media, about why her brand has not succeeded. About why Catherine was accepted because Catherine had to face classism. Real harassment from paps. Not like Meghan Markle, who she had to phone the paps and she got one to take pictures of her with the flowers. The Canadian police already discounted that because there were CCTV cameras and there was nobody there. But out of respect for the family and to spare the royal family's blushes, they didn't want to call her out a liar and call her out. There's a name for it in Canada. I can't remember what it was. When you phone the police with fake accusations, you know. And the thing is that she's so stupid. She forgot that there were CCTV cameras, so the police can actually verify her lies or, you know, expose her lies. I don't know why they didn't put her in jail, to tell you the truth. But yeah, and I know many of you have asked me to talk about Canadian censorship. I've already been very public that Trudeau is a fucking idiot. And yes, in Canada, there is censorship, which is happening right now with Ofcom, because censorship always comes in the form of, we're doing this for your own good. Because we're given organizations power to decide for us and tell us what it is. And they start with something like, oh, it's to protect the children. We parents protect our children. And the ones that don't end up being prosecuted and in jail. I mean, what do you think? Do you think her idea of the media, because she's going to portray herself as this icon who managed to silence the media in the United Kingdom. She's going to portray, and have you noticed how zip on the press, November 8th, Meghan Markle is going to be facing her sister in court? Nobody. The press is completely quiet. Where are you, Daily Mail? Where are you? Where are you, Angela Levin? Where are all of you on this? Why aren't you saying that Meghan Markle is going to be facing off with Samantha on November 8th at Tampa, Florida court for defamation, for lying and slandering her sister? Where are you, media? Where are you, ITV? Where are you, Tom Bradby? Why do we YouTubers have to do your job for you and then you don't even give us credit for it? You know, nobody does. Megan Small pointed out that Kelly Rowland had met Meghan Markle before in 2014, When Kelly Rowland, when he said, oh, it was nice to meet the Duchess for the first time. And as I said before, you would think they would have handlers. They would have handlers to look for that. So Meghan Markle's official job is to bait, to fish, to see what she can manage to catch. And she still is not fully signed on with WME. So don't be surprised if you hear of something saying that it's unfortunately or very quietly, you won't be hearing any more WME from Meghan Markle. Okay? Because that's the way the cookie crumbles. They make this big hoo-ha of signing them, and then when they let go, it's all quiet. You know, and I want to leave with something that I'm going to put at the end. I want you to read that statement because it was a statement issued by our late beautiful queen. There's two things that you should look out for there. The one where the queen says that she would have preferred they remain full-time working royals, working members of the royal family. Full-time. Those two words are very much stressed there. That it was her wish for them to remain full-time working members of the royal family. Why not simply say, it was my wish for them to remain working members of the royal family? Because they're still being part-time members of the royal family, working members of the royal family. And then the second sentence is when the queen says, that is very much the wish of Harry and Meghan to not receive any public funding, because at that time, they had reached through the Sandringham Summit that Charles was going to continue funding him provided that he met certain requirements, which of course he failed. And I hope that aide sues him, and I don't know why the aide didn't sue him. Maybe the aide thought that the palace was going to have his back. Big mistake. But what do you think? Do you think this new venture of Meghan Markle is going to go ahead? Do you really think Lauren Sanchez is going to push for Meghan Markle, a predator, to come near her man? Please.